as Anderson enters tonight with the loss to Coker, 78-72. They have lost 4 of their last 5. For Anderson, they'll go Maurice Howard, the 5'10 senior, Andrew Boynton, the 6'1 junior, Jeremy Boughton, the 6'6 junior from Orlando, Rakesh Taylor, the 6'7 fifth-year senior from Irmo, South Carolina, and they've got Randall Shaw coming off the bench, 17.1 a game. Coach Jeff Bookman is in his 3rd year, 25-49, graduate of Belmont Abbey in 1997. For the Pioneers, they'll start Peyton Woods, the 6'4 junior from Monticello, Kentucky, DeShante Smith, the 6'5 freshman out of Montevallo, Alabama, Ronnie Baylark, the 6'2 senior from Crestview, Florida, Brandon Mitchell, the 6'7 freshman out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, and Donovan Donaldson, the 6'1 junior from Nashville. In his last 8, averaging 17 points a game, 6.3 assists, shooting 84% from the free throw line, doing a little bit of everything for this Pioneer basketball team. For Pioneer coach Nick Pasqua, who is in his 1st season with the Pioneers, they are assisted by KT Carter, assistant coach Dan Jackson, volunteer assistant Darren Higgins, and everybody's favorite student assistant Brennan Hollowell. Gage Ellis does not start tonight, but he is the hottest on the planet for Anderson at 20.2 points a game in his last 5. He's averaging 17.7, which is 5th in the South Atlantic Conference. Talked about a lot about Randall Shaw, but Gage Ellis, when he and Shaw on the floor, they're pretty dynamic. Ronnie Baylark, our player of the game Saturday against Newberry, had 17, but he's averaging 15.2 points a game in his last 6. Are 2 of our players to watch tonight. Calling it, Andrew Eggers, Jason Deering, and Chris McDaniel tonight here from Pioneer Arena, celebrating 20 years and 1 day. This Pioneer team did not play Anderson to open up the arena. The opening tip was won by Brandon Mitchell. We're underway. Brian Staten, courtside. Game station engineer is Jeff Moore. Glad you could stay with us for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Pioneers wear the home white. They go left to right on your radio dial. They get it inside to Mitchell, whose opening shot is off the mark and rebounded by Anderson. And into the front court, this will be Maurice Howard. He has been a staple at Anderson. Boughton. Taylor on Mitchell is no good. Rebounded by DeShante Smith. Rebounding key, once again, for Pioneer coach Nick Pasqua tonight. Baylark to Smith. Always tough in the first 4 minutes to kind of get into a rhythm for this Pioneer team for some reason. But maybe this guy wearing number 0 can be a difference maker. Mitchell is no good. Rebound snatched out of the air, and that's Ellis, who does get the start tonight for Anderson. Ellis, the 6'3 junior out of Greenville, South Carolina. He and Shaw, Greenville, South Carolina products. Ellis, who went down to Palm Beach Junior College in Florida. Has it now. He'll fire a 3 straight away. That one's no good. Rebounded by Donaldson. Both teams 0 for 2 to start. Left side, Peyton Woods for the Pioneers. Baseline, DeShante Smith. Gets around Howard and lost it out of play. Turnover on Tusculum. As Smith got hung on the baseline with the ball in his possession. So 2 missed shots and a turnover for Tusculum to start. Ellis on the inbound, meeting some of that Pioneer pressure, but they can't get into their full pressure because they don't make shots or haven't been able to. Boughton. Boynton gets it to Ellis. Tusculum without Caleb Hodnett tonight. Concussion. Okafor out again tonight. You could see Jackie Davis in spots tonight. Pull-up jumper by Boynton is good. Boynton makes it 2-0. Lob it for Mitchell, and he couldn't hang on to it. Another turnover by the Pioneers, but hey, I kind of like that right there. Looking for a lob to Mitchell to get him going. He beat everybody down the floor. But Tusculum off to a slow start again. Taylor is good. Rakesh Taylor sat out last year due to injury. It makes it 4-0. Woods. Donaldson. He'll fire a 3. No, it's short. And the rebound taken away by Anderson. Across the stripe into the front court is Howard. In the paint, Howard. Wildly missed shot. Altered by Mitchell. Rebounded by Mitchell. Donaldson forcing tempo. He'll draw a hand check And a whistle and a stoppage of play. 3 new ones will come in for the Pioneers. Hartle, Parrish, and Peeler. That foul went against Ellis. That's going to be his first and the team's first of this game. On the inbound, Woods, catch and shoot 2. Looks short. It is. Rebound taken away by Anderson's Howard. Into the front court, Ellis. Howard on the dribble. Left baseline, throws it back out to Boynton. Howard fakes the 3, takes a runner, missed it. Battling for the rebound, the Pioneers have it. Donaldson into the front court on the right wing. Baseline short. Parrish there to pick it up. Knocked away from his possession. Taylor picks it up for Anderson. Trying to get Donaldson going. He's off to a slow start. Ellis around Peeler and in. They didn't get around him at all. 6-0 Anderson. Woods on the left wing. Parrish will try a 3. No. Another cold start. Tusculum 0 for 6. Been the story of the year for some reason. Not exactly sure why we get off to really slow starts. Almost 4 minutes in, Tusculum hasn't scored. Anderson's found a little bit of a rhythm. Into the corner. This will be Boynton. 3 is no good. Rebounded by Parrish. But they got the look they wanted. Now Tusculum's got to get a look they want. Man-to-man by Anderson. Tusculum went into a zone there. Peeler. Back out. Parrish. He'll fire a 3. In and out, no good. Donaldson kept it alive for a moment, but it's stolen by Ellis. Howard into the front court. Here's Ellis. Ellis. Peeler keeps him in front of him. Into the corners. Boynton. Hartle. Howard won't take a 3, but he'll take a 2. Miss it. Taylor had position, but it's tipped away by Parrish into Peeler's hand. Pioneers with it into the front court. Left side is Woods. He and Donaldson yet to get going. Parrish to Hartle. Backdoor look for Donaldson. Good catch. Peeler, baseline. No. Long rebound, Donaldson. Woods left open. 3. Oh, it rattled out. Rebound taken away by Anderson. 6-0 Trojans. We played 5 minutes. Howard across the stripe into the front court. Left side, Boynton. Ellis on the top between the rings. Long-range jumper, Boughton no good. And the rebound taken away by Parrish. Hartle to Donaldson. Donaldson across the stripe. Left side to Woods. Woods put it on the floor. Down the lane and one. Peyton Woods takes his game inside 2-point territory, and that'll take us to a break. Back to Pioneer Arena right after this. 14:27 to play. It's Anderson 6, Tusculum 2. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Sports Network, your home for Pioneer basketball, with the voice of the Pioneers, Ryan Staten.
Neither team has gotten off to a great start tonight. Anderson 3 of 10. Tusculum now 1 of 10 on that runner by Woods, but he missed the free throw. It's 6-2 Anderson. Trojan basketball. Steal. Zach Hartle with the steal. He'll drive it on Howard, and he'll miss the dunk. Anderson quickly into the front court. Shaw into the game for Anderson. Rubbed off. They kick it out. This will be a three by Boynton. No good. Rebounded by Ronnie Baylard. Hartle on the right wing. Baylard, Peeler, put it on the floor. Are they going to count that bucket? Are they going to count the bucket? Is the bucket good? They're going to count that bucket. Good and one for Zaylen Peeler. Smith and Elon Smallwood will check in. Smallwood, who hasn't played over the last couple because of a concussion sustained in practice. Last three, he's averaging 12.3 points a game that he's played. That foul went against Taylor, his first. Team's third for Anderson. One final in men's basketball has Queens knocking off LR 70-63. That's our opponent, Queens, this Saturday. They're ranked fourth in the country. Previously had been number one prior to their loss to LMU. Into the front court, 6-5 Anderson. Anderson with the basketball. Pioneers have scored the last five after Anderson got the first six. Runner by Howard is good. Eight to 5. Three ball off the mark by Baylard, and the rebound tipped out by Peeler. Oh, no, a foul on Peeler. What? Okay. His first, team's first. Into the contest will come Josh Livingston. Check in for Rakesh Taylor. One game played last night in men's basketball. It was LMU and Carson Newman, and LMU destroyed the Eagles 108-69. Boughton will drive it, and he'll lay it in on two. 10-5 Anderson. They answered the Pioneers' 5-0 run. Baylard, oh, nice English, and got the roll. 10-7. Into the front court, Anderson. Boynton to Boughton to Shaw is good. Randall Shaw, 33% from downtown this year. Injured the knee 2 years ago, missed it, and worked on his shooting. Was a definite penetrator. Livingston defending on Peeler, and it's rebounded by Anderson. In the paint, this will be Boynton missing. Rebounded by Parrish. Across the stripe into the front court. Right side is Smallwood. Smallwood, Parrish, Baylard. Baylard into the paint. Stolen away. Boynton just took it right from him. Boynton tried to lay it off to the trailer, Boughton, but he had it stolen. Pioneers have the basketball. They never gave up. Under 12 in this first half. Smallwood holding it on the right wing. Parrish, Smith. 10 seconds to shoot. Baylard on the left wing. Parrish. Peeler, 5 to shoot. Good take. Peeler baseline. Yes. Peeler from 15. Anderson with it into the front court. Right side is Shaw. Three-pointer over Peeler. Yes. Randall Shaw. Back-to-back threes for Shaw. 16-9. Anderson with the lead. Smallwood draw a hand check, and that'll take us to a timeout on the floor. Boynton picks up his second. Timeout on the floor, 10:48 to play. In the first half, Anderson 16, Tusculum 9. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneers Sports Network.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Once again, the voice of the Pioneers, Ryan State.
So Anderson leads at 16-9. It is the largest lead here of this basketball game. Trojans into a zone. Malik Tyree is checked in. Donaldson a three. This one's off the mark. It's no good. Mitchell soaring to keep the rebound alive, and he does so. Gives it up to Day. Tyree into the corner. Smith. And the Pioneers reset offensively. Day, his pass is stolen. Knocked away, but saved by Donaldson. Left side front court, Tyree. Donaldson backs it out of that zone. Mitchell, nice take to the rim, and it's no good. Tyree with an offensive rebound. Kick out to Day. He'll fire a three. That one's no good, and the rebound comes down to Shaw. Had a bunch of looks at it, but the Pioneers have labored offensively. Jumper is no good here by Jeffords, who just checks into the contest in that last timeout. Bounce it into the corner. Day brings it out. And they'll reset. Smith in the paint, got the roll. DeShante Smith. Slow start for the Pioneers, 4 of 19 from the field. We're not surprised. Mitchell with the steal as they tried to throw it over. That's trapped. Donaldson with it in the front court for the Pioneers. Down 5, Tusculum. Day on the left wing. Reverses to Mitchell. Into the paint and the finish. Brandon Mitchell, great takes. Youngster played with so much confidence at the beginning of the year. Lost a little bit of that swagger, but has found it again. That's good to see. In the front court, Boughton. Shaw. Boughton on the take is rejected by Mitchell. May have been fouled by Smith. And Boughton is going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2 of them. Oh, they're going to get Mitchell. How do they get... Well, it looked awful clean. But then again, I just look at it quickly, not under the bucket. Mitchell, who's averaging about 2 blocks a game over the last, 10 games. He'll come out. Baylark is in. We have everybody. Woods is in. Hartle's in there. Boughton makes the first. 72% on the year from the stripe. Missed the second, rebounded by Baylark. 17-13, Anderson. Tusculum has never led. Trailed 6-0. Then 6-5 before Anderson countered to go back up 10-5. Led by their largest number at 16-9. Smith a 3 off the side of the backboard from the baseline. Rebound by Anderson. Howard back into the game with Shaw out there. Haven't seen Ellis since early. Boughton. Watched by Hartle. Tough runner is no good. Rebounded by Smith. Donaldson quickly into the front court. Woods. Back to Donaldson. Good take. Baseline. Baylark 3. No. And the rebound, Smith battling hard. Goes up. No, he gives it out to Baylark. Baylark reverses back out to Donaldson. Will reset in the half court. Boy, Anderson plays some good defense. At least they have here early to start. Woods. Nearly a turnover. Woods will take it baseline, missing it. Rebound taken away by Shaw. 17-13. Shaw forced one, missed it, and the rebound taken by Tusculum. They're running. Bounce it to Baylark. Finished by Donaldson. Yes, Donaldson gets his first two. 17-15. Anderson. Baylark reaching, nearly had the steal. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. Back in a minute. 7:05 to play first half. Anderson 17, Tusculum 15. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingles has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into you.
Ingles, all the ingredients for family.
Basketball, your home for Tusculum College sports. Once again, the voice of the Pioneers, Ryan Stein.
Out of the timeout, Anderson with Ellis back on the floor. Shaw is out of the... No, he's on there. Just imagine, this is what I want to see. Shaw and Ellis on the floor at the same time. 17-15 Anderson. They've hit 37% of their shots. Tusculum 28%. Howard for three is no good. And the rebound taken by Tusculum, who can tie or take the lead this possession. How about the lead? Bang! Zach Hartle for three. 12.3 points a game in his last four. He's hitting 53% of his shots and 54% from three. In the corner, Shaw, baseline, in trouble. Here's Ellis. And he'll just go wildly into the paint. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Donaldson apparently didn't get in front of him quick enough. His first, team's fourth. Tusculum leading 18-17, short-lived. Livingston in the paint. Good inbound play by Anderson. They reclaim the lead. 19-18 Anderson. Mitchell. Donaldson on the right wing. Here's Baylark. They'll drive it on Livingston, shoot over him and score it. Ronnie Baylark. Trap comes. Ellis gets out of it, drives it, and had it altered. Into the front court to Pioneers. Donaldson takes it right to the rim. It won't go. Mitchell trying to get the rebound. Be guilty of getting over the back. And Ellis didn't get a call. Donaldson's not going to get the call. And then Mitchell will pick up his second. Hunter Parrish back in. Tusculum thin there in that 5 position without Toby Okafor. Again out with an ankle injury he sustained in one of his best games this year, Mars Hill, right? No, LR. Ellis gives it up to Livingston. Howard, three. No good. Rebound taken by Hartle. Here's Donaldson forcing tempo to Baylark to Donaldson. Bouncing it to Parrish, who lays it in. That's great execution. Good ball movement by the Pioneers, who have their largest lead. So the slow start, but Tusculum by 3. Boughton, Howard. Boughton to Ellis. Under 5 to play in the half. Boughton backing his way in on Parrish, shoots over him and scores. What a nice touch by the junior from Orlando. Member of the all-freshman team his first year. Hartle's three-pointer is no good. The rebound hitting the floor and just tantalizingly hanging there. And it's picked up by Anderson, down 1. 22-21 Tusculum. Boughton. Again, a fadeaway, this time too strong. Rebound taken by Hartle. Rimmed off twice. Donaldson into the front court for the Pioneers. Slow start for Donaldson once again, but boy, he's so active. Hartle. Backdoor for Baylark. Good look by Hartle. And Baylark is fouled. Number 1, the defender jumps over the top of Baylark and catches him on the side of the head with his thigh, which usually is a foul, but they didn't call that one. They called it on Livingston. Number 1 on him, and the 5th on Anderson. So Baylark will go to the stripe for the Pioneers. Missed the Mars Hill game, return for LR. Missing the free throw as well. 84%, that's a shocker. In his last 6, 15.2 a game. Hitting 54% of his shots, 40% from 3, and had been 75% at the stripe to lower his season average over the last 6 games. Rattles in the second. Baylark will sit. Elon Smallwood is in. (23-21) Tusculum. 4:10 to play to the half. Boughton attacking, handing it off to Taylor, who will dunk it down. Attack that press, and an easy 2 points for Rakesh Taylor. 23 apiece. Smallwood on the right wing. Woods catch and shoot 3. No. Rebounded by Howard. Woods wanted a foul. He was not given space to come down, but the officials kept the whistle in the pocket, around the neck, swallowed it, whatever you want to say. Shaw for 3. Yes, boy, he's red hot. Randall Shaw. 9 for Shaw, all from downtown. 26-23 Anderson. Woods bouncing it to Smith. Peeler. Parrish. Smallwood. Parrish. Baseline 3. No. Rebounded by Anderson. Howard tempo into the front court. Taylor. Jeff Bookman with the offensive set. Ellis will take it into the paint, and a whistle for a foul, as Peeler may have caught him from behind. It would take us to a break as well. The foul is going to go against Hunter Parrish, actually. So we'll take a timeout. With 2:45 to the half, it's Anderson 26 and Tusculum 23. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin. Are you serious?
Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
with the voice of the Pioneers, Ryan Staten.
Ellis will go to the free throw line as we return from the timeout. The Pioneers trail 26-23. Just shooting 31% from the field. Ellis, who is averaging 20.2 a game in his last 5. Shaw has been out some of that stretch. He had a career best 34 against Lees McRae 5 games ago. He's coming off a 27-point game against Coker in the loss. Peeler into the front court, handling. Here's Tyree. Baylark, Smith, Hartle, Stolen. Ellis will have Hartle to beat, and Hartle will foul it. Hartle with his first. So, again, ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys, ups and downs, whatever you want to say. And right now we're in a valley offensively. So Ellis will go right back to the stripe where he was just moments ago, where he made 1 of 2. 3 points, 4 rebounds, and now a steal for Ellis. Greenville, South Carolina product out of Greenville High School. Randall Shaw, the Greenville, South Carolina product out of Hillcrest High School. So 2 local products, well, close to Anderson anyway. Anderson located between Greenville and Clemson, South Carolina. First is good, and the second is good. It's a 6-point lead at 29-23 for Anderson. Pioneers led 22-19. Since then, it's a 10-1 run. Baylark fakes a 3. He'll drive it in, draws some contact, and short arm a lay-in opportunity from about 3 feet. Rebounded by Taylor. Howard to Ellis. Into the game has come Luke Musselwhite, journeyman in college basketball. Musselwhite out of Huntsville, Alabama. And a turnover. Taylor couldn't hang on to it. Out of Faulkner and the Shelton State Community College transfer, Musselwhite. 29-23 Anderson. Donaldson, Hartle, open 3. No. Long rebound by DeShante Smith. Well, Hartle's that open. You got to knock him down. But good to see we get a second chance. Donaldson. Tyree, and the pass deflected. A minute 28 to the half. Pioneers have been a second-half team all year. Donaldson to Hartle. Smith. Donaldson 3. That's too strong. Rebound weak side by Ellis. Can't hit the open ones, but a good execution in the half court, just not finishing. And the Pioneers below 30% shooting. On a good shooting team. Tusculum's a good shooting team. We go under a minute to play in the half. Howard to Ellis. He'll take it into the lane. Run on Hartle. There we get a foul. Hartle was in the restricted. Hartle with his second. And Ellis will go right back to the line with a chance to give Anderson their largest lead. So Ellis missing the first. That 34-point performance against Lees McRae came on 12 of 18 from the field for Ellis. Woods back in for the Pioneers. Second free throw is good. Just received a message that Greenville City Schools will be on a regular schedule tomorrow. Regular schedule. County schools had already closed prior to our broadcast time here locally for our Greenville City Schools. But Greenville City Schools on a regular schedule tomorrow. Moments of trepidation for the Pioneers as they nearly turned it over. Struggling to get shots. Baylark shoveling it off to Parrish, who lost it out of play. Seven-point Anderson lead. They equal their largest lead of the game after they went down 22-19 on an 11-1 run. 15 seconds in the half. Howard. Five seconds. Howard on the take for three off the dribble. It's no good, and that will end the first half of play. Well, Tusculum shoots under 29% for the half, and you have to feel fortunate. You have to feel as if they're fortunate because they're only down by 7 here at halftime. So, halftime report coming up. A look at this week in Tusculum athletics, our indoor track and field report. And your first half stats, look at scores in the South Atlantic Conference. Not much going on in the league with us. At the half, it's Anderson 30, Tusculum 23. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
We are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce as a local farmer. It really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County, you farm tomatoes, then you're in. Just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people. And Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane Pierce, and this is my Ingalls story.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
30-23 as we get set to start our second half. Anderson with the 7-point lead against the Tusculum Pioneers. Tusculum, who has won 3 of the last 4 against Anderson, won here last February, 72-68. Anderson won 11 straight from 2008-2015. Tonight in the 17th meeting, Anderson leads 12-4 all time. Yeah, 3 of the last 4 wins. Tusculum won the very first meeting in 2007. And Anderson off to a good start here to start the second half, as it makes it a 32-23 lead on the Gage Ellis jumper. And then Woods was cutting it to the bucket, and the Pioneers turn it over. 7th turnover on the Pioneers. Anderson basketball, they have their largest lead. Howard. Donaldson defending him. Skip it, left side, Boynton. He'll pull up for 2. Yes. And Anderson rattling in everything right now. Anderson by double digits on a 15-1 run. Baylart can't answer, but it's an offensive rebound. Woods, bang. Woods finally answering the run. And finally hitting from 3, only the Pioneers' second three-pointer made in this basketball game. Pull-up jumper by Boughton, no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers' Mitchell. Donaldson into the front court. Anderson back defensively. Woods catch and shoot 3. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Anderson. Across the stripe will be Howard. 34-26. Can the Pioneers hunker down, as they say, or one guy says. Mitchell with the block, but a foul on DeShante Smith as Mitchell came over late. DeShante will pick up his first, and the team's first. So Ellis back at the free throw line, where he's kind of made a living. He's 4 of 6 at the stripe in the game. He is 2 of 4 from the field. 8 points, 5 rebounds for Ellis. And he'll make the first. Anderson looks to once again attain a double-digit lead here in this basketball game. The first double-digit lead at 34-23. He'll make them both. 10-point Anderson lead. Donaldson across the stripe. Hands it off to Woods. Smith. Baylart on the right wing. Donaldson. Smith. Mitchell. Now to Baylart with 10 to shoot. Lob it to Mitchell. It's knocked away, and Pioneers with 6 seconds to shoot will inbound on their baseline in the front court. Lob it to Smith. 5 to shoot. He'll take it into the lane and bank it in. DeShante Smith. 36-28. Pioneers beat the shot clock. Howard. Boughton to Boynton. Ellis on the left side, back to the top, and this will be Howard. Boughton. Spinning on Mitchell, shoots over him and scores, fading away. Donaldson. Smith. Mitchell to Woods. Double team comes, and it's stolen. Howard with the good read. They'll drive it on Woods. They'll kick it out to Ellis for a 3. Big moment here. Missed, and the weak side rebound by Woods. So the second unit came in last game, and the Pioneers kind of really elevated their game. Pass deflected, and Woods will go back and gather it. Right side, Donaldson. 8 to shoot. He'll take a 3 off the dribble. It's good. Donovan Donaldson. 38-31, Anderson. 3.5 minutes gone in this second half. Howard to Boughton. Howard. Boughton. Watched by Baylark, fading over him for 2 more. I tell you what, Jeremy Boughton is in a good mood right now. 41% on the year. And Boughton has been deadly just in the paint or just outside of it. Donaldson tried to kick it out to Baylark, and the Pioneers turn it over. 5 new ones. Hartle, Day, Parrish, Peeler, and Tyree on the floor for the Pioneers. Howard in the backcourt. Howard picks up the dribble. And we'll find Ellis on the right wing. Took a while for Howard to get into the front court. Ellis, crossover on Peeler, missed. Rebounded by Hartle. Outlet to Peeler. And Peeler will go down as he stepped on the foot of Ellis, dangerously close to rolling the ankle. Ellis will be whistled for the foul, which takes us to a timeout on the floor. So we'll take the break and return to Pioneer Arena after this. 15:38 to play in the game. Anderson 40, Tusculum 31. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, 1 team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Once again, the voice of the Pioneers, Ryan Staten.
On the inbound, Tusculum didn't see Hartle wide open. We go to Day. Anderson leading 40-31. Hartle in the paint. Hook shot is no good. And the rebound by Boughton. Tusculum 3 of 6 shooting in this second half. Anderson 4 of 7. Tusculum a couple of turnovers. Hartle going for a steal, will be whistled for a foul, as Hartle will pick up his 3rd. Team foul number 2. So Hartle will check out. Ellis out as Shaw is in for Anderson. Tusculum has been killed by the concussions here in this season. Missed runner by Howard, rebounded by Parrish. Elon Smallwood with a concussion in practice. Caleb Hodnett missing tonight, maybe a couple of weeks with a bad concussion in practice yesterday. Peeler. Bang. Zaylen Peeler from downtown. Pioneers average 11 threes on the year. Got to get going. Well, make it 12. My information outdated. Near steal by Tyree. Shaw. Boughton. Spinning. Shooting. This one missed. Taylor battling for the rebound. Lost it out of play. Tusculum basketball. Good effort. Peeler across the stripe for the Pioneers. Parrish. Peeler. Parrish a 3. No. Smith battling for the rebound. And out of bounds was Boughton. Pioneers will have it back. Again, good energy by this second unit that comes in to relieve the first unit of the second half. Tyree gives it up to Parrish, to Smith. Parrish back to Smith. Peeler. Missed it. Follows his own miss and throws it back out to Parrish. Second chance opportunity. Peeler missed this one too. And the rebound comes down to Shaw, and he'll force tempo. Boynton, and he'll draw a foul. He just turned his back and just hoped for the best. And I don't like that call because Smith, with just his second foul, team's third, going to send Boynton to the free throw line. Boynton's best game of his career against these Pioneers last year here. He scored 22 on 8 of 15 from the field. Averaged 7 points a game last year in 29 games. Got 20 starts. Led the team and ranked 7th in the league, is shooting 44% from beyond three-point territory. And from the free throw line, he's deadly at 95% this season. He's pretty good. Boynton at 5.6 a game this year. One miss all year, 18 of 19 coming in, and made both of those. 42-34 Anderson. Tyree. Three ball here is good by Day. Justin Day. Pioneers warming up from downtown. Shaw into the front court. And a foul by Peeler. Peeler's going to be whistled for the foul. It's going to be his second. Team's fourth. So Shaw's going to go to the stripe. %87% on the year from the free throw line. Rattles in the first. 17.1 points a game. 66 of 76. Coach Pascal likened him to the NBA's James Harden of the Rockets. Missed the second one. Peeler into the front court. Smith. Day on the left wing. Parrish. Here's Tyree. Peeler. Got Anderson turning their head left and right. Tyree down the lane. Lost it going up. But bailed out on a foul against Shaw, which will be his first. They're just going to say it's an inbound situation. Now, Tusculum at home doesn't get the call that Randall Shaw just got moments ago, getting a chance to go to the free throw line. Looks definitely like Tyree was going up, but that's not the observation by the officials. Day, no. Rebound out to Tyree. Smith, bang. DeShante Smith. 43-40 Anderson. Tusculum is utilizing the three ball here in the second half, and they turn Howard over. Get the ball back. Tusculum basketball. Fifth turnover by Anderson in the game. They've done a good job hanging on to it. Tusculum hasn't shot well enough to get into a press. Tyree, and one! Malik Tyree with the and one opportunity. Shaw's picked up his second. As Tyree will go to the free throw line for Tusculum. For one. Yes. 43-43. The Pioneers have battled all the way back. Hand check on Peeler is his third. Team's fifth. This second unit, energy. Howard in the backcourt. Boughton, Boynton to Shaw for three. Good. 4 for 4 from three-point territory, Randall Shaw. 46-43 every time Tusculum gets back into it. Randall Shaw has the answer. Day. Peeler. And a travel on Zalen. Donaldson will check in for him. Howard with it for Anderson. Across the stripe as we go to 12 minutes to play. On the drive, Howard got away with steps. Boynton wide open for three. Oh, he missed. Rebound taken away by Smith. Donaldson into the front court. Just in and out for Boynton. Parrish. Tyree with the take on the baseline and an offensive foul will take us to a timeout on the floor. Pioneers turn it back over. Anderson still with the lead. 11:43 to play. We go to break. Anderson 46, Tusculum 43. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneers Sports Network.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
Got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus?
What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Once again, the voice of the Pioneers, Ryan Staten.
Pioneers have rebounded nicely after going cold in the first half from three, where they hit just 1 of 16. They've hit 5 of 10 here in the second half. But Anderson still leads 46-43. Donaldson, Baylark, and Woods, along with Mitchell and Smith, on the floor for the Pioneers. Shaw stays out there. Ellis stays on the bench for Anderson. Howard to Shaw. Howard, Shaw, a three. Oh, in and out, no good. His first miss of the game. 4 of 5 from three-point territory. That one was all the way down and rattled out. Woods, Boynton defended him and fouled him. He fouled him on the drive with exactly the same call against Zalen Peeler that didn't get called here with the little hand check. But fortunate, Woods will go to the stripe. Boynton picks up his third, team's fourth. And at the free throw line will go Peyton Woods. Missing on the free throw attempt at 79%. He's missed 2 today. He's 0 for 2. 10th in the league in scoring at 15.4. And in his last 6 contests, 16.8 points a contest. Missed them both. 46-43, Anderson with the rebound and the ball is Howard. Inside they go, Boughton. 48-43, Anderson by 5. Woods on the left wing. Tusculum tied it at 43 on a three-point play by Tyree. That second unit with all the energy. Woods in the paint. Tough leaner won't go. Rebound is out of bounds. Should be off Anderson. It is. Livingston. So Tusculum will inbound it. Woods trying to take his game inside. You know, I draw the comparison with him and Kyle Moore. Third leading scorer all time in school history. Donaldson forced one up, drew the foul, will be at the line to shoot 2. And when it was going bad for Kyle, he couldn't get a three-pointer to fall. All you do is drive it in. That's what Woods has been doing here of late. Randall Shaw picks up his third. And Donaldson to the free throw line. 17.1 points a game in his last 8. My goodness, make a free throw, boys. Donaldson's hitting 84% of his free throw attempts in the last 8 games, 32 of 38. But laboring here at the line for the Pioneers, they're 3 of 8 for the game. Missed 2 here. So 4 straight misses for the Pioneers at the free throw line from 2 guys who expect them to make it, Woods and Donaldson. And Smith knocks this pass out of play. Anderson will inbound it, leading by 5, 48-43. Boynton, who has a 15-point game against Newberry this season, but his career best on this floor, 22 points. Howard, and a foul going against Donaldson will be his second. Shooting 2 is Howard. And it's the bonus the rest of the way for Anderson with 10:16 to play. So Howard at the line, 70% this season. Missing. Tusculum 3 of 9 at the stripe. Anderson 10 of 15. Missed them both. Livingston offensive rebound. Might be their first of the game. It is. Anderson's first offensive rebound of the game. Jumper off the glass is good by Jeremy Boughton. And it's 50-43, 7-point game. Can the Pioneers find some life offensively? Mitchell from 17 feet is no good. Woods tips the rebound out. Run down by Howard, who tipped it to himself and then gives it to Livingston, who jams it down. And the Pioneers call a timeout. We'll take the break and return in 1 minute. 9:45 to play. It's Anderson 52 and Tusculum 43. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, 1 team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Pioneer Sports Network, your home for Pioneer basketball, with the voice of the Pioneers, Ryan Staten.
Well, Tusculum right now tied for 6th in the South Atlantic Conference with Newberry and Anderson. So right now in a spot where you start looking at the standings, top 8 make the tournament. Now they want to be better than 8, 7. Even 5 would be attainable. But can they go on a run? Anderson's on a run right now, and they block Peeler in the paint. They're on a 9-0 run, coming off the team's first offensive rebound with the putback by Andrew Boynton to make it 52-43. Day with Peeler, Donaldson, Parrish, and Hartle on the floor. Howard had it stolen. Up ahead, Donaldson. Shaw to beat. Stops, sets, shoots, missed, tip, Parrish, and he's fouled. And the personal on Boughton. Shaw made it difficult for Donaldson to drive in on him. So Parrish will be at the free throw line for the Pioneers. And finally, the Pioneers hit a free throw. And Parrish, who has only 1 miss on the year, with his second, ending the 9-0 run, making both. 52-45 Anderson. They've led by 11 in the game. We were tied at 43. Howard gives it up to Boughton. Boynton. Back out to Shaw. Howard. Baseline to Livingston over Parrish. Missed it. Rebounded by Parrish of Tusculum. Hartle gets it to Peeler. Peeler, Hartle, Donaldson on the right wing. Peeler a three. No, strong. And a whistle for a rebound foul on Hartle will be his fourth and the 1-and-1. So Hartle with that foul will send Anderson to the other end of the floor to shoot a 1-and-1. With 8:23 to play left in the game, 52-45, Anderson with the lead. They have only trailed 18-17, 20-19, 22-19. They trailed 22-21 as well. Smith back in for Hartle. So a guy that has barely missed tonight at the free throw line. Missing here, and the rebound tipped out by Anderson. Mountain 13 points, 1 of 3 at the free throw line, 6 of 11 from the field. Just seems like every time he has the ball in his hands, he's making a shot. 1 offensive rebound for Anderson today. Donaldson missing, Day getting it and scoring it. Donaldson's had a tough go tonight, just 5 points, 4 rebounds, couple of assists. Shaw. Haven't seen Ellis in a long time. He's on the floor now. And a foul here as Smith fouls Shaw. Every time Shaw shoots it, he wants that contact. He'll get it here. Smith with his third. And Shaw will go to the free throw line. And that'll take us to a timeout on the floor. We'll take it. 7:59 to play in the game. It's Anderson 52, Tusculum 47. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
And he's short on the first. Shaw off the bench, 4 of 6 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3, 1 of 3 at the stripe, 13 points, 5 rebounds. Makes the second. 53-47. Can the Pioneers sustain some offense? That'll be the question. Anderson has done a good job defensively. Peeler from the top of the key. Parrish. Day. To the top is Smith. Donaldson spinning on Howard. And apparently he stepped out of bounds. Anderson got another stop, forcing another turnover, the 12th on the Pioneers. Tusculum has just forced 6 turnovers on the day and 4 steals. Boughton. Trap comes. Anderson has handled this very well tonight. 15 to shoot for the Trojans. They lead by 6. Ellis to Howard. Outside, wide open is Boughton for 3. Day. Donaldson to Smith. 9-point game once again. Anderson at 56-47. Parrish. Peeler. His three won't go. It's tipped by Peeler right to Donaldson. Day in the corner. Bang. Justin Day. (56-50). Ellis picks up the dribble. Boughton. Shaw. And he had it knocked away. Parrish just knocked it from him, and it leads to a break for the Pioneers as Smith is going to be fouled going up. Personal foul will go against Boughton, his second. Sixth on, make that number 7 on Anderson here in this second half. So Smith will go to the free throw line. 11.8 points a game and shooting 62% from the field in his last 5. Free throw is good. Completely quiet. DeShante getting the start here tonight. 8.7 rebounds for DeShante Smith in his 25 minutes of play. His 7th start, 5th in league play here tonight. Made them both. Pioneers trail by 4, 56-52. Can they get a stop? Low scoring game here. Anderson allowing just 77 points a game. They average 73 scoring. Pioneers give up a bunch, score some, and Ellis stepped out of bounds and turns it over. Just the 7th turnover on Anderson. Two teams stuck in a tie for 6th in the league with sub-500 records. Matter of fact, only 3 teams in our league are over 500, and then there's the 8-8 Newberry Wolves, who are playing Catawba tonight. And they were locked in a tight one. Donaldson to Smith in the corner. Donaldson. 9 to shoot. Smith with a take down the lane. He'll draw another foul. Livingston fouling this time. That'll be his second. DeShante Smith goes back to the free throw line. Finalist for Mr. Basketball in the state of Alabama. 20.4, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks. A stat sheet stuffer. Last year at Montevallo High. Knocking in the free throw. Smith 76% on the year. Against Barton, career best game, 16 points. 5 of 7 from the field. And along with 12 rebounds in that game. He made them both. Pioneers down 2. 56-54, 5:40 to play. Every time Tusculum has been able to get close or tie, Randall Shaw has had the answer. Boughton will hand it off to Howard. Backdoor look, Boughton. And he'll miss, but go to the free throw line. He just kind of leaned in on Parrish, drew the contact, and then when Parrish went up, hit him in the head. So Parrish whistled for the foul, his second. Double bonus the rest of the way for Anderson. And the free throw is good. Boughton, 4th on the team last year at 9 points per game. Scored the career-high 20 in a loss to Carson Newman. 25, though, is his career best game. That came against Queens. 21 this year he had against Newberry. Baylor with the take, inside-outside. Day, he'll take it for 2 off the dribble. That's no good, and the rebound comes down to Ellis. Not too much from Baylor tonight. Not too much from Woods tonight either. No Pioneer into double figures in the game. Boughton, 15-footer, rims off, no good. Rebounded by DeShante Smith. Donaldson into the front court. Pioneers down 4, 58-54. 4.5 left. Parrish. Day. Donaldson. Back out to the top. Parrish. Finally. Parrish knocks down the 3 ball. He's had 3 looks at it tonight. That one goes. 58-57 Anderson. Boughton. Howard. Four minutes to play. 15 to shoot for Ellis. Back to Howard. Long range 3 by Shaw is good. Randall Shaw knocks down a 24-footer. 61-57. Anderson answering the Hunter Parrish 3. Randall Shaw showing off his outside game. Parrish playing that 5 position, drawing Livingston all the way out. Donaldson with 8 to shoot. Smith will have to take it. Right to the rim. No. Rebound, Anderson. It's a well-defended half-court set. 3:10 to play. I believe that'll take us to a timeout. We'll take it back in a minute. 3:10 to play. Anderson 61, Tusculum 57. Pioneer basketball will continue after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
Let's get you to that wedding.
a curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Once again, the voice of the Pioneers, Ryan Staten.
61-57. Anderson with the lead and the ball. Tusculum 10 of 26 shooting in the half. Anderson 10 of 20. Pioneers have made 7 of their 8 3-pointers in this half. Anderson with 6 3-pointers made. Randall Shaw, what a great finish. His first 2-point field goal of the game. Randall Shaw with 19. Has been out because of a concussion last few games. They're glad to have him back. Back to a 6-point Anderson lead. Can Tusculum get some offense? Sustained offense. Smith will be fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. Foul goes on. Maurice Howard will be his first. So Smith back to the free throw line for the Pioneers. 11 points. The first Pioneer into double figures tonight. 11 points, 9 rebounds for DeShante Smith. Smith making the first for his 12th point, earning the bonus. Not much from Smallwood tonight coming off the concussion. Baylark will exit right now. Just 5 points for him as Peeler is back in. Peeler has 8. 8 for Day. 7 points, 9 boards for Hunter Parrish. Smith made both. Pioneers went through a stretch during the 9-0 run by Anderson after the Pioneers tied it at 43, where they missed 4 straight free throws. Howard's pass deflected and stolen. Here's Peeler. Pioneer ball down 4. Can someone hit a big shot here? Donaldson out to Day. It's blocked and picked out of the air by Shaw, who lost it out of bounds. When he came down, I think he came down on Donaldson. And now Shaw and Peeler exchange words. It's Pioneer ball. Donaldson to throw it in. Peeler with 15 to shoot for Tusculum. Can someone hit a big shot? Donaldson's created. Now he'll take. Bang! Donaldson makes it a 1-point Anderson lead. Under 2 to play. Trap comes. Anderson's Howard into the front court. Can they get a stop? Livingston. And one. Parrish will be whistled for the foul. Good interior passing by Anderson. So Brandon Mitchell, who's been seldom used here in this second half, back into the game for the Pioneers. Parrish just picked up his third. Livingston free throw, no. 3-point game. Donaldson into the front court for the Pioneers. Just 8 points. But the last 3, big for his confidence down the stretch. Peeler. He'll take the 3 to tie it. No. Rebound. Ellis for Anderson. Steps through a double team, creates a 3-on-1 if he hurries. And one. And Randall Shaw, a little showman, well, a little showboating. And the Pioneers are going to use a timeout here. As Ellis hits the free throw. Or we'll go to the free throw line after the Pioneers call this timeout. Coming up on January 27th. Should be the next time that the Tusculum Pioneers are home. Pioneers will celebrate Legends Day against Catawba. That's Saturday, January 27th, as the Catawba Indians come to town. Legends Day, where we will retire 2 of the greatest basketball players of all time here in school history. Ralph Horn, the all-time leading scorer, and Susan Starnes-Brown, the all-time leading scorer in women's basketball, over 2,900 career points. Their numbers will be retired. We hope that you'll have a chance to come join us for these 2 outstanding players who will return to their alma mater to have their numbers hanging from the rafters here at Pioneer Arena. Number 32 for Ralph Horn, number 42 for Susan Starnes-Brown. That's our Legends Day, January 27th, here at Pioneer Arena. Pioneers on the road for our next 2 games at Queens in Charlotte on Saturday, and then traveling to Harrogate next Wednesday to take on LMU. So the 2 top teams in the country, that's who this Pioneer team has next. Extremely difficult road trips coming up for Tusculum. So a win tonight would be nice. Ellis missed the free throw. 67-62. Can the Pioneers get a big bucket? Day. Donaldson a 3. No, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 3 of them. So he needs all 3, but he's struggled from the line tonight. Livingston with his 3rd foul. Pioneers have been stuck in just a cold shooting night on this off Thursday night here. Donaldson makes the first. 33% rounding up. 21 of 64. Anderson, 47% from the field. 24 of 51. Rattled in the second. Tusculum just 9 made 3-pointers tonight. They've attempted 33. Donaldson made all 3. 11 for Donaldson tonight. Shaw has 19. Boughton has 18. Ellis with 12. Howard to Shaw. Under a minute to play. Tusculum down 2 to Anderson. Tusculum winners of 3 of the last 4 against the Trojans. 10 to shoot for Howard. Shaw. They'll let him go. 5, 4, 3. In the lane. Circus shot is no good. The rebound tipped out to Tusculum. 35 seconds to play. And the Pioneers will burn their final timeout of the game. So Tusculum down 2. Been in this situation before. Lenore Ryan. Chance to win it. Gave it into the hands of Donaldson. And he settled for a fadeaway. See if that changes a bit here tonight. To go for the lead or the tie, there's a 5-second difference. Game clock, shot clock. 35 seconds remaining. And Tusculum, who has not led here in the second half after they gave up a 15-1 run from the first half to the second half, find themselves down 2 with the ball and 35 seconds to play in the game. Randall Shaw has the ball in his hand. It scares you to death, terrifies you. So here's Donaldson. Hartle's on the floor with him. Peeler, Day, and Smith. Donaldson. He'll take it, spin it on Howard, miss it, and the rebound to Howard. Day steals it, and one! Dustin Day! Foul goes on Howard, who had the rebound, but Day ripped it away from him. Put it in, drew the foul on Howard. Chance for the lead. Yes. First lead of the second half. 68-67, 19 seconds to play. Howard into the front court, and a timeout for Coach Bookman and the Anderson Trojans. So you've got all sorts of options. Shaw being the most likely. Ellis, the guy who has been the most consistent, is Boughton. So the game is far from over with 16.5 remaining. Well, it's Pack the Arena night, February 7th here at Tusculum as the Pioneers welcome Mars Hill for a Wednesday night midweek game. Students of the Greenville Greene County School Systems receive free admission. We'll be raffling off this very large television that we have been gaining raffle ticket prices for the last month or so. 50-inch HD television. There'll be some other games and prizes, fun for the entire family. And whenever there's free admission, that always makes it better. So Wednesday night, February 7th, Tusculum and Mars Hill for Pack the Arena night here at Pioneer Arena. Celebrating its 20th anniversary yesterday. It just does not seem that long. Just does not seem that long. Wow, time flies. Been here for every bit of it. Can the Pioneers get a stop? Out of the timeout, Anderson with the basketball. Here's Howard. So many heartbreakers this year. Shaw on Day and scores. No timeouts for Tusculum. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. Donaldson fading away. No. Ball's tipped once, twice. Out of play. It's out of play off of Anderson with .7 to play. So many heartbreakers. So many heartbreakers. Randall Shaw has just given Anderson the lead, 69-68. Coach Bookman will burn his final timeout of the game. As Randall Shaw has given the visitors a 1-point lead with a jumper in the paint. Well defended, hand in his face, hit the contested shot. Donaldson could not hit at the other end for the lead. So with 0.7 seconds to play, I'd go back to the play that saw Zach Hartle wide open early in this second half that we didn't get him the ball. He was right under the bucket, but Zach Hartle is not going to be in the game. Will it be Mitchell's chance with the second chance to win the game at the buzzer like he did against Belmont Abbey? 0.7. Donaldson to throw it in. Looking at the rim. Mitchell got it away. No. And that will end the game. And we just say it's good. It's over. Mitchell appeared to be fouled. Anderson's going to win it as they're going to knock off the Pioneers 69-68. Tusculum just can't buy one here at home. Tough one here tonight as the Anderson Trojans and Randall Shaw. What a game. 21 and the last two of the night, the game winners. Tusculum falls here at home tonight where Dustin Day had the opportunity but didn't hang on to it as Randall Shaw knocks in the game winner. Some 10 seconds to play in the game. Pioneers had a couple of looks at it. Brandon Mitchell could not get it to fall. Coming up, your Pioneer post-game report, where we'll chat with Pioneer coach Nick Pasqua. I'm sure he'll be spirited. Again, your final, Anderson 69 and Tusculum 68. Thanks for listening to Pioneer Basketball. Now stay tuned for the Pioneer post-game report on the Pioneer Sports Network.